Yo, good morning, bendición. Let's jump right into it. So I was having a conversation with someone who claimed initiation. I asked, so who are your godparents? What's your lineage? The person retorts back with, do you grill everybody like this? And I said, no, just people that claim initiation. Why? So there are people that may find this offensive, and this individual obviously found it offensive. Because we're living in what's going to be 2024, there have been so many successful charlatans, and there are people like good charlatans. When I say good charlatans, I mean even charlatans that know their shit, that take the time to memorize songs, that memorize just everything in books. And this is coming from someone who studies the hell out of books. And take seminars and all that jazz. But I mean people that are not ordained in anything, but they just throw on some necklaces and they say they memorize a couple words that they've seen on the internet, and they're just fully initiating people. So there's just so many bullshit artists out there. I saw a TikTok where someone got offended that someone assumed that someone's initiation was not real, was not legitimate. And this is just what goes on in today's day and age. What I try to go by is never assume that someone is not initiated if you see them, you see them on TikTok or YouTube or whatever, if they claim to be initiated. You can't assume. At the same time, trust but verify simply by asking. I don't think it's an offensive question. This individual that I asked, can you tell me who your godparents are, what it is you claim to be initiated into as far as it pertains to Orisha? So I asked this person who claimed Orisha initiation, or steps within Orisha initiation. And the person got offended. So I think it's important to just simply ask. I don't think that's a question that you should be offended by. Don't assume one side or the other and just assume, oh no, you're not initiated because XYZ, but verify. So I would not find it offensive if someone asked me, and the same person that answered the question, I reciprocated back and I said straight up, okay, well, thank you. Or I can answer the question first if that's what you want. I do not expect anybody, and I implore anybody, I encourage anybody who wants to associate with me, the same. I'll bring this to myself and ask me, yo, El Conquistador, how do I know that you're legit? Who are you? You're over here making YouTube videos, and anybody could have soperas, anybody could sing all these Orisha songs. Shit's available in books, it's available on YouTube and stuff. And I will gladly tell you, okay, Dr. Ali Ochonilade, who was made by Luz Ramos Ochumiwa, who was made by Asuncion Serrano Batalao Saunco, who was made by Olga Morales Ochunfunke, who was made by Aurora Lamar Agayo Batola, who was made by Jose Ulquio Lapate de Palo Eleguay Chubi, who was made by Luisa Silvestre Ochunmikwa, who was made by Nyabelin Gonzalez Apoto Ochun Laibo, Mayo Yubona, Joel Serrano Obatala Oduwuji, who was made by, Oduwuji was made by Ale Ochonilade, same lineage, Trapito. My Oba Oriate, Lazarito Obaeku, Chango Obaeku, the son of Oba Oriate, Lázaro Compagnoni Ochungere Ibaye, who is a part of the Efuche Los, Millioneros lineage, okay? So I can go down the whole line, and then I can go down the line. Okay, so who was present? Tiffany Oduaremu, Junior, Ademia. And I can go down the line and say who was present, and why, and anybody who's a part of the house. And I was initiated in 2022. In Philadelphia, in her temple of Omo Orisha Ile Ochun temple. August 7th, and I will drop names and dates so that you can verify. And I'll say, okay, my lineage is Trapito. And I don't think it's something that is offensive. Regardless of what relationship a person has or had with their crowning godparent, because if you don't know my story, I have it available on YouTube. Just scroll. So I didn't have the most positive relationship. In the end, ended up leaving the house amicably. That's fine. Regardless of whether a person's in the house, out of the house, whatever, anyone can come up to me and ask me, where are your credentials? And I say, okay, this is who crowned me, this is my Yubona, this is my Oba, this is who was president, yada, yada, yada. Regardless of what relationship I have or don't have with people, I can turn to, this is where I come from, and say it proudly, because I can say, I got the real deal, okay? Because there's a lot of people, and I say this because there are a lot of people that are not a part of the Ile that they were born in. Unfortunately, I'm one of many who just didn't stay in the house that they were born in. I'm one of many, many people. I'm not the only story. Regardless of that, I always have to show my respect at who the hell put Santo on my head. Okay? So there are people like, oh no, I don't like to discuss, my godparents. I'm not asking you for a detailed story of what went wrong or what went good in your ocha. I'm simply asking you who. So I know that your lineage and where you're coming from is a verifiable source. Why? It goes back to because there's so many bullshit artists, okay? And keep in mind that what I'm saying right here, right now, is apart from whether the person has a good character, bad character, which of course we all want to deal with a person that has a good heart and respectful, all that jazz. Or is this person crowned or not crowned? Are they legitimate Santero or not? After that, you can get into, okay, are they a decent human being? But first, find out whether they're even legitimate at all, so that you don't waste your time, essentially. So in the end, this person told me that they were going to be making Santo with Ifa Foundation, which is a North Florida organization founded by this couple, famously white couple. I mention that because that's one of the things they're famous for, that they're against the grain because they're a white couple. The man is Ibaye, the husband, and the wife is still continuing the work that they started. This particular organization is one that I've been wanting to do a video within my Sancocho series for years, because I don't know anybody that I do cover in the Sancocho series. I don't know any of them personally, but public organizations, public videos are subject to public critique. And there's definitely things that I find questionable at the least. Okay, so let me know if there's anything that you personally know about the Ifa Foundation that I could possibly use to use within any videos. Apparently it's Isheshe. I've seen the website, I've seen the videos, and it's very interesting stuff. But back onto the topic, let me know, is someone asking you who crowned you an offensive question? If it was, is it still an offensive question? Or is what I'm saying making sense within this video, and it's at least influence your point of view? Or is it still offensive? And hey, it's nobody's business who crowned me or what I do with my religious life. And it's simply on a need to know basis, but it's not, it's not a question that I ask. It's every single Santero, who crowned you, who crowned you? But it's more so if you're going to be dealing with that individual,